Hey guys, Jonah here with another beer review, and we are sailing off to Denmark once again to Dol, and we're going to do this bad boy this time. Nice to malt you, Dol, and this is a brown ale, and it's got a brown label, as you can well see. Let me see if I can zoom in. We're wandering into the darker months, and we brought our darker malts, nuts, coffee, chocolate, and rich caramel. We can't wait to malt you. And I did have this beer for a while. It is 4.2% on the ABV, and this is not part of the Scandinavian trip of May. It is part of this one, which was last year. This is the Beer 52 Awards. So this beer is probably been aging maybe 6 months or so. And this is a really, really cool beer because they've never actually bottled it and exported it before. Apparently, previous to this bottling, or canning, I should say, this beer was only sold out of their brew tap, I guess, or brew pub, whatever it is, in Copenhagen or Copenhagen. It's wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. Yeah. You could only get it there. Their brew house is called Brews, I think, which is really cool because that's my middle name, Bruce. Proper Scottish name. Right. But what I did want to show you is nice to malt you all. Copenhagen. It will focus on the Spidey diagrammy. Come on, guys. There we go. Malty, nice mouthfeel, a little bit bitter, tiny bit of fruit as well, which is going to be interesting. And it says malt dominant, aroma straw bread biscuit, but chocolate and a hint of plums. Oh, I like smelling some plums. And a bit of roasted nuts. Average carbonation, multi-rounded, etc., etc. You really want, tells you what the malts are in there. Come on. Anyway, enough of this tomfoolery. Now, this one has not, I repeat, has not been in the fridge. So if this explodes, it's your fault, okay? No, that was good. Oh, it's pouring beautiful brown. It's a Bruce. There we go. I think I might. Oh, can I fit it all in? Probably not. Tiny little bit left in the can. Oh, there we go. Nice to malt you. That looks jet black, but have a look at the bottom. Always have a look at the bottom. You can see definitely brune. Dark brown, I'll give you, but brune, not black. It's a Gad's glass, but I've promoted them enough. Well over a finger's head. And this is lovely, lovely, just off-white bubbles. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, yes, fruitiness. Oh, I think I have managed to knock the camera. I do that sometimes. I very much apologise. Perhaps a bit of leather in there too. I do get that fruitiness though, which is nice. Maybe a little bit of maltiness too. Chamon to the Brune. Cheers, guys, and all you guys from Denmark. All. I would love to come to Copenhagen one day, and might even go to Bruges. Oh, Wow. For such a light beer, wow, there's a lot of complexity there. That's really weird. It starts off quite light, and then it goes into slightly darker stuff, into leather, that sort of thing. And then it goes darker a third time and goes to those sort of chocolatey, dark, roasty malts. But at the end, not at the beginning. So you're getting a little bit of coffee, definitely some chocolate, but it's not superbly bitter. It's just in the aftertaste. Wow, quite carbonated. Average carbonation. Well, I suppose the head is now gone. Weirdly, I'm getting the fruit, like the dried plums, sniffing the plums. I'm getting it more on the nose than I am on the actual taste, the flavour. Interesting. And I'm getting yeast as well. So a little bit watery, and really light, like a biscuit up front. But then it descends. It's interesting. But you would have thought the more complex flavours would be up front, but they're not. They're at the end, and it's quite a long finish. So it's kind of biscuity, toast maybe. Then it goes into leather and sort of a bit more unctuousness. And then out of the blue, coffee, chocolate, like a mocha macchiato sort of a little bit of milk as well, but right at the end. And then it goes a little bit sweet. Not that it ever is that bitter. So it's not bitter at the start. Wow, that is really nice. Yeah, I would love to try this on draft. I think it might be slightly better on draft. Tad thin, tad watery. Little bit like that stout I had the other day. It was really dark, but it was quite thin. It wasn't chewy at all. And this one, okay, this is a brown ale, not a not a stout, but sometimes brown ales can be kind of chewy and sort of but this one isn't. This one's very light. Interesting. And it's only I think it's 4.2. 4.5. No, 4.2. Wow. So I am genuinely surprised. Let's see if we can encourage a bit more head with those final few drops. I probably could have chucked them in anyway. Nice to malt you. Let me do a bit of swirlage. Swirlage? Is that actually a word? It is now. Yeah, the aroma has kind of, I mean, even though I'm in a kind of tulip, it's kind of gone. But still, yeah, maybe a little bit of biscuit and that yeasty kind of breadiness, not like bread itself, but that sort of yeasty, sour kind of thing that you get when you're making bread. Tell you what, might be interesting if this wasn't so expensive, like £3 a can or whatever it is, to try and make some bread using this instead of water. I think that would be quite cool. Anyway, let me finish this off, guys. And you can get on your way. Yeah, very weird. I'm getting a touch of caramel now. Caramel coffee. Yeah, you know those coffee kind of sweets that yeah, it's coffee liqueurs, or I guess something like that. That's got the liquid caramel kind of stuff in it. The fondant, or is that fondant? Well, whatever it is. Um, yeah, a little bit like those. Mm, that is a very, very nice beer. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. I don't know why, but I wasn't. That is very nice. But I would still like to try that um, in the brew pub from the cask, I guess. Yeah, really nice. Anyway, guys, been about 10 minutes, so I will let you go on and get on with your lives. And until the next time, and if you haven't done already, please click like, please click subscribe. Um, and that way, you will always get Uncle John's new uploads. I think you have to click the bell as well, the bell icon. Um, and that way you'll know when I do an upload. I do upload to various different places, and I'm sure you get tired of me popping up on your screen all the time. Anyway, you know what you're going to get. We always follow the same format: drink some beers, talk some old toot, and yeah, it's an old charter or something. Cheers and beers, guys.